Good day and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about why you should learn automation and process control. These are very important topics. They are not exactly the same. Process control is not exactly the same as automation. They all fall under automatic industrial automation, as controls. Of course, you're trying to control something, trying to direct something to do something independently of human intervention and all that. So basically, yeah, but they're not exactly the same. But so today I'm just going to look at automation in general. Why you should learn automation. It's very important. And for most of us that are looking for uh, means of starting something of their own, automation can give you this leverage for you not only to have skills, practical skills that you can use to gain this, I mean, to get your first job, to learn your first job, or to rise or grow in your current profession, but also it can help you to start thinking personal business. For example, what can you do with automation? There are a lot of things you can do with automation. You can use automation to control a lot of systems. First of all, yes, it might be expensive to invest money in buying, say, PLCs and all that. For example, I have some, like this board here that I have here, this PLC board. These are the X's are the inputs and the Y's are the outputs. These are digital inputs and this, of course, digital outputs, on-off outputs. This is more or less like the normally closed switch. This is an emergency stop button. You have this function like an emergency stop button. While this here are momentary push buttons. This one's momentary. I got this from the US and I got it almost, I think, about $300 if I'm not mistaken, for this. And for some people it might be something that's it's too difficult for them, it's too much. But there's a good news. You don't have to buy a PLC board for you to be able to program. There are some softwares you can use to simulate your processes. Like some of the videos I make use of simulation environment. I simulate the PLC. But if you want a practical hardware that you can use at low cost, you can look at Arduino Unos, and Arduinos in general. You can use them to program using ladder diagram. There are some open softwares that you can use. There is OpenPLC. You can use OpenPLC to program an Arduino Uno, and you can also use for example, Codesys to program, say, Raspberry Pi, and yeah, so there are different opportunities, and Arduinos are not that expensive. You can get them very cheaply, and you can do some programming with that. Now, why should you do that? Let me give you an example. One of the challenges we have in Nigeria is that of breaking, where people go in, destroy, vandalize ATMs and try to cut away, not just in Nigeria, in the world generally, you have to cut away money and all that. There are ways you can protect, say, for example, an ATM against this kind of attack. And you can do that simply by using an Arduino, just an Arduino. You put a vibration sensor somewhere on the doors, on the walls or something, or on the machine itself. When someone forcefully tries to take some, it's going to vibrate. If you hit it, it's going to vibrate. When it vibrates, it's going to send signal to the PLC. So that's going to be an input signal, and then the output, you might say, okay, let it delay for like 30 seconds. So they allow, okay, if somebody accidentally enters into, so when the person does that, the person can disarm it. And if after 30 seconds nobody disarms it, then it should take a corrective action. One, an alarm should go off. It should start ringing an alarm. Second, if there is a pepper spray canister, it should empty the canister. So that is very easy. You can do that. So spray the pepper spray. I'm going to do that. I'm going to invest some money and do this demonstration, live demonstration, how it's going to work. I'll invest some money, buy a 3D printer so I can do the drawing and print it out myself and copy everything myself. So it's going to send an alarm. One, two, it's going to there's going to be an actuator and a vertical actuator that comes on the canister, the pepper spray canister, and this is going to send out a signal outside and fill that room with pepper spray. So what the robber will be thinking of is how to get out of that place. And at the same time, it's going to send phone calls to specific numbers that have been programmed in the system. It's going to call them or send them a text. And so if you have several of these things, it's going to send the particular GPS location or the number, the ATM number, to the people, maybe the security manager or whoever, or is responsible for maintaining or ensuring the maintenance of that thing. It's going to show, okay, this ATM is under attack. And then the person can call the nearest police station or police point around that side, or how they want to attend to the situation. Yeah. And you can do as much as you want from it. You can do a lot of things with it. But just that it is not legal. If it is, you can put a firearm and control it automatically. Yeah, it's possible. But it's not legal. These are not legal. The police have to do their job. So the police will come and see to it that these things are addressed. So these are things that you can do with automation. I'm going to set some money aside, and I'll do a live demonstration of this. Then again, you can use the knowledge of this automation to install and control traffic lights. To install and control and operate traffic lights very easily. You can also use the knowledge of this automation to design machines to solve problems, generic problems. For example, you might say, okay, why are we producing oil the same way that we've been producing it all this while? Let's see how we can build a machine and automate it to, be able to remove the oil from the seeds, from the nuts. And you can do that, basically. And all these, you get them from automation. And it's not rocket science, it's not difficult, it's just common sense. Just sit down and think, yes, from the beginning it might be difficult for you, but if you have, if you put your best into it, you can do it very easily. If you put in time and effort, you will learn it and you'll do it very easily. And so basically, that's one thing I want to discuss with us today, and to encourage us to try and learn some skills that can help you wherever you find yourself, not just in securing jobs, but also in creating jobs. This is one of the skills that you can have that you can use to do a lot of things. Physical, meaningful things. You can use it to automate your house, your home. If you're not around in the house, make supermarkets. You can use things like that to automate your homes. Passive infrared sensors, you hang it somewhere in the house. When someone enters, breaks in, it sends an alarm. If someone tries to break through your window, it sends an alarm. These are ways you can protect your homes, and at the same time you can sell these things to people, and you're in business. And some of these things, if, for example, I'm talking about Nigeria, for example, because I live in Nigeria for a long while. You can go to Alaba International, you buy some of these parts, these components, and you're done. Who says you cannot do soldering? Who says you can't do that? You can learn it. You can learn it. These are some of these are the things that the Chinese do. From small, they do these things, and before you know, they become experts in it, and then they start exporting every kind of thing, to different parts of the world, and now they are big. And if who says we can't do that? Who says we can't do that? So this is what I just wanted to share with us. If you're interested in this kind of topics and practical automation, how you can program things practically and solve real situations like traffic lights, like washing, automatic washing machines, etc., please do well to subscribe to this channel. Thanks, and have yourself a lovely day. Auf Wiedersehen.